For the last 2 decades, video creators, large and small, have been on a quest to discover the perfect formula of content or video creation and what I call marketing, or your thumbnail, title, and hook, all with one goal in mind: getting audiences to not only watch the most recent video or current video, but to come back, join the community, and binge watch all of the content that you've created. The truth is that formula has actually been around for a long time. I call it the tension trinity. Every video that you release needs to have the following trifecta. Number 1, tension in your thumbnail. Number 2, tension in your title. Number 3, tension in your hook. The videos that do the best across the internet trigger emotion, build suspense, take their audiences on a journey. Let me show you what I mean. All right, you guys, so I'm going to take you over to my homepage. I think that it's important for you guys to see this in the real world, how you would see this on your YouTube channel. And as you're watching this, I want you to pay attention to what you're being served up on YouTube and how the creators are creating content, creating tension, creating suspense in a way that is keeping you hooked or getting you to click. One of the best things that you can do as a YouTube creator is watch what other people are doing that's working. And the best place to do that is the homepage. And I would say this is even more important than the trending page, simply because the trending can be influenced by so many different factors, but the homepage is being served specifically to you based off of what you want to see, based off of what you engage with most. So this is my homepage based off of the things that I like to watch. And I want to take you through some of these videos here so I can show you the tension trinity in the real world to give you an idea of how you can take things to the next level on your YouTube channel as well. So the first thing that I want to point out here is, as we're looking at this, everything on this first row has an element of drama, right? People like drama. That's where the tension is built up. That is where suspense is built. So if you look at this one right here, 33rd degree protocol reveals how to control reality with your mind. There is a lot of suspense. There's a lot of questions that are built with that. Same with this one right here. The Logan Paul drama gets deeper. Very much dramatic. Anybody who knows who Logan Paul is going to be triggered by this photo right here. Specifically looking at Logan's eyes, you can see that they are red and glossy. He looks emotional. And so it makes the audiences feel as if something is going on that they then want to be a part of. They want to be a fly on the wall. There's interest, there's curiosity built just in the expression on Logan's face. This one right here, I'm sorry, the truth. There's a lot of tension and a lot of suspense and a lot of curiosity built up in that title and the thumbnail combination. I'm sorry about what? The truth about what? Obviously, there are 80,000 people who were triggered enough emotionally by this thumbnail that they clicked on it and watched the video. This thumbnail right here too, whoever made that must have been a genius. I actually made that one. I actually built an AI prompt to come up with this thumbnail, and I'm extremely excited to see how far we can take this channel using this new method that I created. This one right here, Iman Gadzhi. I got rich when I applied these 7 habits. By the way, if you haven't watched the Iman Gadzhi podcast that I put out on the podcast channel, you might want to take a look at that. He did this really interesting series of videos that was built like a sales letter, very fascinating to pick apart. I gave an in-depth analysis of my thoughts on his sales videos. And so if you guys are interested in that, you can take a look at that on the podcast. There's a link in the description below. But if you look at his title and his thumbnail, I got rich when I applied these 7 habits. 99% do this, the 1% do this. There's a lot of curiosity, a lot of tension, especially in his face. You can see it in his face. Right here, Iraq. I tried every drive-thru in America. He's wearing a tuxedo, white gloves, going to McDonald's. Very interesting. There's a lot of curiosity built up about it. I used a Trojan horse to sneak into a festival. This is very interesting. A lot of suspense, a lot of tension. In just a second, we're going to go through some of their hooks, so that way I can show you what they're saying in their hooks that builds that trifecta. Florida deputy fired after DUI arrest. There's a lot of something going on in that thumbnail. Don't know. That's probably why it's got 2.6 million views. Russian roulette on live TV. What could go wrong? So much tension, so much suspense. Fascinating. All right, so let's turn on a couple of these videos so that we can listen to some of the hooks so you guys can understand that it's not just the titles and the thumbnail. You have to have that third thing in play in order to keep people's attention and get them coming back for more and more. Okay, so let's actually start right here. I used a Trojan horse to sneak into a festival. Let's watch the first 30 seconds of this just so you guys can see how they set up the hook so that way it also builds tension.
This is me. Well, it's a 7-foot tall giraffe, but inside lies me.
5 seconds in, you guys, we already have suspense and tension built up. There's a lot of curiosity. Look at the expression on his face as he's inside of this giraffe. I love that they use the visual element of a human inside of the giraffe in order to build more curiosity and give the audience at home an understanding of what it would be like. He's curled up in a ball. Think about the tension that is built for people who are claustrophobic, right? They're going to be seeing that, thinking to themselves, there's no way that I could ever do that. And I don't know how anybody else could do that, but I have to watch it to see it so that way I feel that emotion. So I'm triggered by that emotion. Lots and lots of tension. So far already 5 seconds in, we're already building tension. He's already delivering on what he says in his title and his thumbnail. And now all of those things are interconnected, delivering on the promise that came from his initial marketing, the title and the thumbnail. Let's keep watching.
Sweating profusely and slowly running out of oxygen, all in a bid to sneak.
Sweating profusely, more emotion, more tension, running out of oxygen, extreme tension, because that's dangerous now. Again, people who have a fear of tight spaces are going to be panicking. We're 10 seconds into the video.
Into the world's most secure festival in a Trojan horse. But why has my life come to this? Well, let me catch you up.
You see what he did there? 17 seconds in, and now he's slowing things down to get into storytelling mode. So he's used 17 seconds to build tension, build tension, build tension, and now he's slowing it down so that we can get into storytelling mode, and now he knows that his audience is hooked. They want to watch more. I want to watch more. Do you want to watch more? Should we watch more? No, we're not going to watch more. And if you think that's crazy, wait till I show you what's coming up in just a minute. Now, before I go too far, I want to have a little bit of a rant about thumbnails. One of the things that I've been noticing all over social media, all over Twitter, is these guys who think that they are masters at thumbnails because they know how to create this type of thumbnail. A lot of them will also proclaim that they helped design some of Mr. Beast's thumbnails. That might be the truth. It might not be the truth. The problem with this style of thumbnail, you guys, is that it's overdone now and everybody is using it. As soon as thumbnail designs become saturated, then thumbnail design changes. And so if you're looking at this style of thumbnail, this very high HDR Mr. Beast style thumbnail, and you're thinking to yourself,
that could work in my category.
Think again. There's so many different styles, types of thumbnails that are working. And in fact, just over the last couple of years, thumbnails have dramatically changed. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. This, for example, looks like a screenshot taken for the video or just a very low definition photograph that was taken as this creator was creating this piece of content. And you look here, he's got his labels, but everything else is just seems almost even dark. Look on his beard, it's almost like it's dark. Look in the background, things seem a little bit fuzzy. Nothing is in high def. Nothing is really like jumping out as colors. It even seems a little bit busy. 2.8 million views. Look at this one right here. Security video appears to show a triggered deadly Maui fire. Very basic, looks like a doorbell or a ring camera set off in the distance. And this video has done 2.2 million views. Now, obviously this is culturally relevant. Again, I'm not discounting that, but still it's a very basic thumbnail in the grand scheme of YouTube thumbnails. This one right here, 19-year-old crossing Pacific alone. It's just a guy taking a selfie on a boat with an open ocean. Very, very basic. If this were a Mr. Beast thumbnail, it would be Mr. Beast making a huge expression, super high def, very colorful, blue ocean background. Everything looks amazing. Nope, just a guy on a boat taking a selfie. 761,000 views. Before you jump on board with one of these guys who are on Twitter promoting that they are the most amazing Mr. Beast level style thumbnail creators, don't give them your hundreds of dollars. Start taking screenshots and just testing things out for yourself, because most of you don't need it. And in fact, a lot of my clients, the thumbnails that I'm doing for them are so basic and they're getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. So just keep that in mind. You don't need Mr. Beast style thumbnails. All right, you guys, let's watch the hook of Airrack. I tried every drive-thru in America. Let's check it out.
Hey, can I get the most popular thing on the menu? And whatever you want. Fast food has taken over America.
All right, you guys. So within 10 seconds, again, he's built up tension. He had the car come screeching in, says, can I get the most expensive thing on the menu? He looks at the camera, he winks, there's suspense, there's tension, there's curiosity. Now, Eric has been doing this for a long time. He's built up a massive audience of over 14 million subscribers. So he can afford to do a lot of different things in his thumbnail that other people might not be able to get away with from day one. He threw up these health articles of, these heavyset folks who might not represent the ideal model of health in the United States. He's got these big headlines here, the best and worst of America. Here's how much fast food Americans are eating. Fast food has ruined our society. Tension, 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 suspense, suspense, suspense. Let's keep watching.
Over America. Now, I'm not complaining. I actually consider myself to be a fast food.
Now, this is one thing I want to comment on too. I don't want to necessarily rant. I just want to comment on it. This right here, where he's holding this microphone, this little bitty microphone in his hand, this is what I would consider a pattern interrupt, right? It's keep keeping you engaged because it's such a small little microphone. Now, the other thing that would work really well is a huge giant microphone that was like this big that you're holding with two hands and you're talking into it. Using a small microphone is building curiosity in and of itself. It's also doing another psychological trick, giving his audience the feeling that he is just a homegrown YouTuber doing this out of his living room with cheap equipment. Now, we all know that Eric is an internationally known YouTuber. He's built a massive following and he's got a film crew of people who follow him around as he's doing pranks and doing these types of things. But this just little teeny microphone is giving him the ability to connect with an audience that is at a much lower level than him. So that way he can say, hey, listen, I'm just like you. Okay, let's keep watching.
To be a fast food connoisseur. So much so that I'm going on a countrywide manhunt to track down and rate the top 100 fast food joints known to man. All of your...
Okay, 20 seconds in, and he has already established what his goal is for this video. He's going to travel across the country. That illustrates scale. The bigger the stakes, the more interested your audience is going to be. All right, you guys, the last one that I wanted to show you is actually this one. Watch what Patrick CC does in his content to keep people engaged right from the beginning. If you listen to the hook of this video, you'll realize that a lot of it is styled after this format, video essay. So let's take a look at Patrick CC.
Dane Cook does not make me laugh at all in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, so right out of the gate, within the first 5 seconds, he's got things typing on the screen. We know that this is a quote from somebody else, and it is emotionally engaging because it's dramatic. It's somebody talking about somebody else. It's Ron White talking about Dane Cook in a way that is alluding to a nasty story or nasty drama between the two of them. Let's keep watching.
How can any comedian get as famous as Dane Cook has with no jokes? He doesn't make me laugh, but that doesn't mean he's not funny. He doesn't get credit. He came up with a new genre sort of style of comedy.
One of the things that Patrick is doing is rolling through these famous comedians, again, building that drama, building that tension. You can hear it in the music. One of the best things that video essay creators can do is have good suspenseful music choices. Now, if you want a hot tip for creative music on your video essay content, get yourself a subscription to Envato Elements, go over to the music and type in documentary music. They've got an incredible library of great suspenseful music that fits this theme very, very well.
Comedy. That guy is a total fucking trailblazer. This
right there, 17 seconds in, now we have escalated the drama by including a swear word. Like you guys know I'm not a cursor, so it's just an effing trailblazer. All right.
That can kind of do anything. Dane Cook made his network television debut on Letterman in 1997.
And then he goes into storytelling. So here's the thing that I really want you to grasp that Patrick CC did so masterfully. Sometimes the drama doesn't need to come from your writing. It can come from what other people are saying about a specific subject. One of my favorite creators of all time, that Denver guy, he's actually my cousin. He used to do this so masterfully. He'd build so much tension in his hooks by playing devil's advocate and showing you what some people were saying on Twitter about a specific subject, then showing you the polar opposite of what other people were saying about that specific subject on Twitter as well. He would use other people's words to fuel controversy in the comments. That is the mark of a genius creator. The point that I'm trying to make here, you guys, is that if you want to be successful creators, you have to factor these things into the equation. Whether you're creating for a business channel or you're creating for entertainment, you have to understand the fundamental elements of getting people to watch are tension, suspense, drama, getting people to feel like they're emotionally connected to the content that you're creating. If you want to build a community, you have to fuel those types of emotions. That's how you get people connected with you. That's how you get people connected with the content. If you have any questions, leave them down in the content. If you're a business owner and you want to take things to the next level, I have a link down in the description for you. You should watch the video case study that I have done showing you some of the things that we were able to do for some of our clients. And I do all this so that we can take it to the next level. All right, if you like this video, watch this one right here and this one right here. Catch you on the next one. Bye.